Hi everybody and welcome to Hard Ass Reviews, and today I'm reviewing a film. See, surprising because I've been talking about phones for the last number of weeks, but last week we went to see Ben Hur. Now, Ben Hur is a film that I grew up with the original with Charlton Heston, which came out, I think it was 1956 when that film came out, the original. And obviously you've got the iconic part of the film, which is the chariot race. So in this film, you know, if somebody says they're doing a remake of Ben Hur, it's like, oh, they're doing a remake of Spartacus with Kirk Douglas. There are certain scenes that you wait for, like obviously in Spartacus, it would be the crucifixion scene. Or it is the crucifixion scene, where they do, you know, I'm Spartacus, I'm Spartacus, I'm Spartacus. So in this one, it's the chariot race. Now, surprisingly, in this film, the chariot race was actually very good, and it's like the director thought, right, we know we're going to get shafted for the chariot race, so what we do is we're going to put all our efforts into doing an absolutely blinding chariot race. So the chariot race was very good, but either side of the chariot race was absolutely awful. It was probably one of the most boringest films I've watched since, well, to be honest, there have been a few. Pompeii was another one, but, you know, but I'll leave Pompeii alone today. But I was surprised at Ben Hur. I think there's a huge problem with these types of films. One, where there seems to be a thing where they have to put a British actor in it. So all these so-called heroes have to do a British actor. And you know an actor's not doing his job when you actually can't remember the actor's name, which I cannot remember the gentleman's name who played Judah Ben Hur. You know, the Heston role, which obviously, you know, Heston's starring role. And it was, the general, now this isn't a spoiler alert, because if you haven't seen Ben Hur, then, well, it's not a spoiler alert. The general story is about two brothers, and they go in different directions. This is the days of the Roman Empire. So one ends up as a galley slave, and the other one ends up as an influential centurion, I think, an influential officer, you know, in Rome. And hence they end up going up against each other in the chariot race. So that's the whole premise of the film, how these brothers get separated, and how the brother who's a slave feels as if he's been betrayed by his brother, and this whole thing is he wants to find his way back to his brother so he can, you know, avenge what he did to his family, and how he didn't stick up for him, or, you know, how their roles went in different directions, and how the brother didn't, you know, come to his aid or, you know, help him out. Now, that's got the potential to be an amazing film. It's got the potential to be a very dark film, because obviously you've got the whole backdrop of the Roman Empire, you've got the backdrop of, obviously, you know, enslavement. Morgan Freeman is a horse, he's a trainer of horses. I think and he owns horses, and he turns up in the film. Now, it takes over an hour for Morgan Freeman to turn up in the film, and it's only when Morgan Freeman turns up in the film that the film you get any enjoyment out of the film. Because, as you know, Morgan Freeman can almost turn up at anything, and he just literally just turns on his default setting, and whatever he's in is really, really good. So the Morgan Freeman stuff was very good, but the other stuff was awful. The chariot race was okay, the rest was awful. Terrible dialogue, and I still don't understand why we feel as if we have to have British actors. So you had the main female character, Esther, I think it's Esther, yeah, that's right, her character's called Esther. She's played by a British actress, once again, who I do not know. But I don't know why we've got this kind of British hero thing, and throughout the film it was really nauseating that the longer the film went on, the more the British actor playing Judah Ben Hur started to try and acquire a certain Russell Crowe. So his voice went deeper as the film went on, and he kind of had that more kind of brooding delivery. Now, that's okay if you're Russell Crowe or Mel Gibson in Braveheart, but this film was awful, and I don't know who the director was, but it was long and it was rubbish. But the irony I went with several family members who also adhere to the original. Now, all the way through the film, you're thinking, oh, I should go home and watch the original. Now, the film hasn't made its point when you have to send the people home to watch the original. And all the way through the film, I thought, yeah, I want to go home and watch Heston's version. I don't want to watch this. I want to watch Heston's version. So the film is absolutely awful. And if you haven't seen Ben Hur, then if I were you, I'd wait for the DVD. If you have seen Ben Hur, then, you know, I'm sorry. So leave your comments below. Tell me whether you've seen Ben Hur. Tell me whether you've compared it to the original. Tell me what you think. Now, there seems to be a huge push for remakes, classic remakes, because the Magnificent Seven is out now. So that is imminent for us to go and see Magnificent Seven, and then I'll come back and I'll do a short review on that. It is a real shame, because this Ben Hur should have been good, because the last great film in this genre would have been Gladiator, hence the Russell Crowe connection, which was a phenomenal film. But this wasn't a phenomenal film. It was rubbish. Some people would say, oh, well, it wasn't rubbish, it was just okay. In my opinion, it wasn't okay, it was just rubbish. No gravitas to any of the main actors. The only gravitas that appeared on the screen was in the form of Morgan Freeman. Apart from Mr. Freeman, really, you might as well just forget anything else to do with the film. Anyway, leave your comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care, everybody. All the best for now.